Welcome to the NSIC Spotlight, the voice of the NSIC student athletes, powered by gpac. gpac, growing people and companies. I'm your host, Nick Corner, Assistant Commissioner of the Northern Sun. Today, we are joined by Brooke Quam of the St. Cloud State women's soccer team. Brooke, thanks for joining us on the Spotlight.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, as we do each week, let's start with you telling us a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Lakeville, Minnesota, so I'm kind of local, and I'm 19, I'm a sophomore, and I'm studying international business and Spanish.
All right, Lakeville, Minnesota, and you went to St. Cloud State. What was it that drew you to St. Cloud State University?
I really like the distance from home. It's kind of like far enough, but not too far. And I really like the environment that Greta and Jade created on all of my visits, and just the players that I got to meet just gave off a really good vibe. So it felt like a home away from home.
The Huskies are off to a fantastic start. 8 matches into NSIC play. At 6-1-1, you have 19 points and sit atop the NSIC standings. You've already matched your NSIC win total from a year ago, picked 8th in the preseason coaches poll. What has changed this season that the Huskies are off to such a great start?
I'd say this season, in the spring, we had a really good building block to build off of with the returners, and I think all the freshmen and transfer students that came in were just ready to play. So I think the second everyone got here and we started playing, the team chemistry kind of clicked right away, and so our mindset kind of shifted towards. I mean, we're ready, and the season hasn't even started yet, so I think it was off to a good start from the beginning.
And how would you describe this team's style of play?
Our team style of play, we look to combine really quickly on the ground. So we like to keep possession, build out through the back, through the middle to get through the top. And a really big thing to us is quick transitioning as a team. So
All right, the Huskies have already had 3 NSIC players of the week this season. Tell us about some of those teammates.
so those three, we have Ellie Primerano, Jenna Dominguez, and Lindsay Trapino. So Lindsay is actually a freshman. She's new to the team this year. So she, like I said, all the freshmen showed up ready to play, and the returners, Ellie and Jenna, both deserve everything that they're given. I think our whole team works really hard, and I think we're some of each other's biggest support system. So I think we wouldn't be having as much success as we are if we couldn't support each other and encourage each other to do our best.
All right, for you, a goal and 3 assists this season, which included the first goal in a 2-1 win over UMary last weekend. Talk us through that goal that knotted the match at 1.
So at halftime, we were down 1-0. So in the locker room, we kind of were like, we have a lot more to give. We have a lot more time, so we can still come back and win this. I think with the goal that I scored, our forward checked into some space, and as a midfielder, I saw a gap. So I made the run, and she played a fantastic ball. And I kind of just knew I had to get my shot off early because it was just me and the goalie.
It's a fantastic pass and a great finish by you. And how would you describe your role on this team?
I'd say my role on this team is so as a midfielder, I like to view it as you have to be like controlled, comfortable on the ball because if you're frantic, then your team style of play will be frantic. And we like to just play cool, collected possession. And I like to view myself as pretty confident, collected on the ball. I like to dribble, I like to drive. So I think that every role is just as equally as important no matter what position you play on the team. So I think my role personally is just to keep the ball moving, keep possession, and communicate with my teammates as best I can.
Greta McDonald, how would you describe her coaching style and what's it like to play for her?
So Greta has been a really big support system for me. So this is my first actual fall with Greta because last fall she was on maternity leave. So this is my first real like conference season with her. And even in the spring and in this fall, she's been a big support system for me. And she's always pushing the whole team. Like we always say, like practice how you play. And so she's always pushing everyone to play as hard as they can in practice. And I think it's been showing in the games.
All right, come game day, any rituals or routines that you do to get ready for a match?
I mean, I wouldn't really say I have like exact rituals or like superstitions, but I always kind of like eat the same snacks, I listen to the same music, I wear the same headband. So, and then as a team, we always bring our speaker everywhere we go. So it's always super fun to get ready with the team for a pregame.
What snack and what's the music you listen to or style?
Um, I always eat a fig bar and applesauce and a Rice Krispie treat right before every game. So it's kind of a interesting combination, but I've always done it, so I kind of continued doing it. I'd say we like to listen to really upbeat music to kind of get us like excited. So any kind of like loud, upbeat music will do the job.
Perfect. All right. Final question for you. What advice would you give to a young player to help them in their development?
I think the most important thing is honestly playing soccer as much as you can. Like just going out there and playing whenever you can, wherever you can, with whoever. And as long as you're having fun, because no one wants to be in an environment they're not having fun in. So if you're having fun and you're playing a sport you love, obviously you're going to get better and want to do it more. So I think it's really important to put yourself in an environment where you're working hard and having fun.
Perfect. Some great advice there, Brooke. Thank you. That's going to wrap up this week's show. Thank you again to our sponsor, gpac. Brooke, best of luck to you and the Huskies the rest of the season.
Thank you.